Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
We begin tonight with breaking news. An emergency order has been issued in Grand Forks temporarily modifying hours of all Class liquor license holders to include bars, bar restaurants, and off-sale to close daily at 11 p.m. In doing so, Mayor Brandon Boshinsky says this goes into effect Saturday night and will be in place until Monday morning on December 1st. In conjunction with this, the mayor points out that the state is appropriating millions of dollars in CARES funding grants to help. The mayor adds that he will be asking East Grand Forks bars and restaurants to do the same. Your phone may soon be telling you if you've been infected with COVID-19. All you have to do is download an app and cough into your phone. Valley News Team's Courtney Lockie breaks it down for us.
The marvels of technology appear ready to wow us again. This time, it starts with the bark of a cough. Your phone may soon be able to tell if you have COVID-19.
I think it'd be a good idea if they could actually figure it out and get it out to the public.
Researchers are sorting through tens of thousands of samples, saying COVID coughs have distinct sound patterns. And while our ears can't sort out what they mean, artificial intelligence can. With the app, you could log in daily, cough into your phone, and get results immediately. Still, many have their doubts.
It's ridiculous. No way.
I don't think I would try it myself, maybe if it was proven to work.
Well, depending on how accurate it is, I don't know, because some of the testing nowadays isn't really that accurate.
Researchers say it's 99% accurate with symptomatic patients, 100% for those who are asymptomatic. It looks at a couple of things, including vocal cord strength and lung performance.
I don't think it would work. I would need to see the research behind it.
Pending FDA approval, the app could provide quick and easy pre-screening, helping to identify cases and slow the spread of COVID-19. In Fargo, Courtney Lockie, Valley News Live.
Prior to the pandemic, researchers used similar methods to diagnose people with pneumonia and asthma. Our weather continues to be the best part of the day. Let's find out if there are any records tied or broken on this day. Hutch is here now with details on your Thursday night weather planner. Hutch?
Mike, thanks so much. Temperatures stay below record levels. The warmest areas were out to the west in the James River Valley, where it's still in the mid-60s and down into the mid-40s near Lake of the Woods. More clouds up in northwest Minnesota, hindering some of your warming today, so it was a cooler day there. Some of the areas have seen gusts over 20 miles per hour, but by and large, our winds starting to taper off just a bit. Here in Fargo, temperatures pretty steady in the 50s thanks to the wind and the high clouds we have. We won't cool off too quickly. Coming up, I'll have details in your hour-by-hour forecast on how we close out the week, and we're monitoring a big storm system that promises to bring a taste of winter back to the valley. Details in a few minutes.
All right, thanks, Hutch. North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum called today the worst ever day that the state has had. He was talking about the massive increase in deaths and the highest positivity rate since the start of COVID-19. 29 deaths have been reported in one day, increasing the total to 596. The positivity rate stands at around 17%. The full numbers can be found on our VNL News app and the bottom of your screen. Two major COVID-19 outbreaks have been reported in North Dakota nursing homes. Lutheran Sunset Home in Grafton says 44 residents and 21 staff members have tested positive for the virus. The home has 91 beds, and Pembelier Nursing Center in Walhalla is reporting 26 residents and 3 staff members are COVID-19 positive as well. The center has 37 beds. Both facilities are working with the state health department. The continual rise in cases in North Dakota is putting pressure on hospital capacity. Today, the state reported 231 people hospitalized due to COVID. State leaders are calling on everyone to slow the spread to preserve capacity and ease the stress load on hospital staff.
There's not only an increase in overall admissions, but also because healthcare workers needing to isolate and quarantine due to the nature of their work, but also due to local community spread.
Jones noted that the state received $10 million from the CARES Act to help the 6 largest hospital facilities in the state meet staffing needs. He also is urging people in the state to seek regular outpatient care, including checkups to reduce the need for urgent care. The struggle with growing COVID-19 cases continues for schools across our region. Barnesville is sending students home tomorrow for distance learning and is working to navigate how school activities and food service will carry on. Valley News Team's Callie Hubbard has our story.
My language, my reading.
Erica Berg's 3 children and many other students were at Barnesville schools picking up their supplies Thursday.
I have just a bunch of papers with like math tests and stuff.
We just have to make do with it.
Starting Friday, the district is moving to distance learning as their list of COVID-19 positive employees continues to grow.
They're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. They're trying to do what's best for the students and the teachers and the staff.
The district superintendent says the last few days they've been operating with a depleted food service staff and had to quarantine all of their custodial workers.
That makes me a little bit nervous because that meal might be the only meal that some students eat.
We could continue our activities for the reasons that we have moved voluntarily into a distance learning model. So that is always challenging for some people to understand.
Ellerbush says activities can go on because the real challenge is among the district's staff, not students. For now, Berg's saying it's no longer a week-by-week situation, but playing each day by ear. In Barnesville, Callie Hubbard, Valley News Live.
All Barnesville students will be distance learning until November 13th. More than a dozen people have been displaced after a large blaze broke out at a South Fargo apartment complex early this morning. You can see the flames at 137 Prairiewood Drive South. Turned out to be a 3-alarm fire that started on a 3rd-floor balcony and then spread to the attic.
You can see the cloud of smoke going around it, and it was just funneling up. It looked like a big tornado on top of that house.
Fargo Fire saying a cause has yet to be determined. However, several neighbors tell Valley News Live they believe an improperly displaced cigarette is the culprit behind the blaze. Officials say no one was injured. Later on Valley News Live at 6, an update on the vote count in the remaining swing states as the nation awaits word on the race for the White House.
Temperatures this afternoon, the warmest out to the west, where we did see some 70s in Carrington and in Jamestown. Cool 40s, though, near Lake of the Woods. I'll have your Friday forecast facts, and we'll look ahead toward the weekend right after this.